News 2 is exploring trends for disciplining children. Psychologists recognize four main parenting styles: permissive, authoritative, neglectful, and authoritarian.
But something called gentle parenting is gaining traction. We take a look at this new trend in disciplining and raising children.
Whee! Good job.
Franklin, mom of two, Callie Kolarik, drew on her career as a social worker when embarking on her own parenting journey.
Really learning how to interact with them kind of made me think of how I want to raise my children. And, you know, coming from a place of connection, I think is what I'm always looking for with my kids, instead of just trying to control. I want them to have a voice in what we do in our home. I want them to feel respected, and I think that by doing so, they will respect me as well.
Kolarik was drawn to what's known as gentle parenting, an approach that has gained popularity in recent years.
Gentle parenting is very different than permissive parenting. So we have a boundary and we stick to that boundary. And, you know, I let her know that, yes, I understand this is hard. You know, I understand that you want a cookie for dinner, but that's not on the menu tonight.
It's hard to find a specific origin or concrete definition for gentle parenting. Some trace it to British author Sarah Ockwell-Smith, who has written several books on the topic. Its general tenets include respecting and validating a child's feelings, offering choices instead of making demands, and keeping your cool. It's a sea change from what psychologists call authoritarian parenting, which uses strict rules, punishments, and a because I said so approach. Research has shown this style can have negative effects on children's emotional development and behavior in the long term.
I don't want her to be afraid of me. If something ever goes wrong, I don't want her to say that, you know, she's scared to share with me. I want her to immediately come to me and be like, hey, I messed up. You know, can you help me? Instead of trying to keep things.
I think a lot of people think, you know, I don't want to make the same mistakes my parents used. I don't want to use harsh punishments. And the research definitely does not support using very harsh punishments like spanking. So that is a good change.
Child psychologist Dr. Kara Goodwin says gentle parenting hasn't been rigorously researched, so there isn't data to prove its effectiveness.
If it's working, keep doing it. But because we don't have research, it's important for parents to know that if it's not working, that there are other options.
One of those options is timeout, which is not used in gentle parenting and has become highly controversial. Although multiple studies show when used correctly, timeout can be safe and effective. It's approved by the American Academy of Pediatrics and the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. But that doesn't mean parents have to use timeout or that it's right for every family.
With gentle parenting, we do a lot more of, they call it time in instead of time out. So if you talking about things instead of just putting her by herself, because leaving a child just to, you know, cry when they're confused with what happened just doesn't feel right to me either.
And that's the nuance of parenting, balancing research with what feels right for you and your family.